What about like secret pro hacks? Because surely there's just like a secret pro hack that you do to make
Reagan,
things sound professional.
I like to not be called a hack in any way, actually.
Okay. Well, that's what people like to
I
say. That use the term
I
hack.
know.
So,
I'm joking with you. Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, I treat every recording for what's necessary. There are people that just set up boilerplate, meaning regular plugin arrangements and regular. Sure, I've got plugin racks and certain order of certain things I do on a regular basis, and I may start with that. But it's so important to me to look at that individual job. It depends. Are they sounds you're capturing? Is it something you're restoring? Um, you know, all all I would suggest is that you really look at the plugins that you consider purchasing after your analysis and realize even the difference between them. One of the things as a tester of waves that amazes me is like in reality, there's only three effects: reverberation, delay, echo, and pitch based effects. Three, that's it. And then there's only three signal controllers or
mhm.
devices that tame your signal: compressors, expanders, which are called noise gates, and limiters. And it's amazing that I'm testing like 650
I
plugins.
know, right?
I'm like, well, even if you divide them up, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. It's 100 and something, 200 and something plugins per genre. And what I've come to realize is that they are brilliant in creating different textures, different approaches to that application. So different reverberation systems emulating different types of reverb systems, different delay approaches emulating old school delays coupled with new school delays, and mixing abilities, hybrids usually. Some of my favorite plugins are the hybrid plugins because
Okay.
you're able to choose a modern approach, a retro approach, or a mix of them both.
So what are some of those plugins?
Well, appropriately called hybrid by Waves,
Okay.
the H plugins, HEQ. Typically with an equalizer, you pick your favorite EQ. In this case, is a European EQ, and it's of one make, meaning it's of one makeup. Its bandwidth is set, its frequency range is set, its ability to boost and cut, which is the whole basis of equalization, is set. With a hybrid EQ, you can have that, or you can say, okay, I've got a multi-band EQ, which is what your EQ is. Let's say it's a 4-band, 5-band, 6-band. I can make band one American, band two European, band three a cross
Mhm.
between them. So you're truly creating a mutt, but something you would need lots of vintage EQs to do, and wouldn't be real practical running the
Right.
entire EQ just to use a band through. So those abilities, I don't think a lot of people even realize what it is. Oh,
Mm.
hybrid must be like those electric
Mm.
cars that drive out there.
Yeah.
So they have no idea what really is going on. And as you become more educated and working with that, same thing with compression. A big thing is bus compression,
Mhm.
parallel compression, series compression. It's understanding those terms.
Right.
What is parallel? What is series? What's the bus?
Mhm.
Then you understand the value of bus compression. Until
Right.
then, it becomes just a term and, oh, this is cool. Listen, this is a new one I got. It's easy to play, real, and
Mhm.
I do a degree of that too because that's how you learn. But then there comes a point where you've got to say, well, why would I use this? What application would I
Mhm.
use this one over that one? So I'm that passionate and adamant about specific choices depending upon what I'm up against. I assess the situation. I may pull up a certain plugin and say, okay, one of my favorite plugins for like a transparency in taming this signal would be the Renaissance compressor that Waves puts out. And I may want the compressor to be more aggressive because this is a player or a singer that's instantaneously aggressive. So maybe the Renaissance is a little too soft in its ability to reduce that gain that's getting out of control. I may go to an LA2A, to a Universal Audio plugin, which would be more aggressive and attack the
Mhm.
situation, clamp it. But some of those terms are not known if you
Right.
don't understand what
So it's
compression
really a
is.
matter of number one, understanding the fundamentals
Yes.
then of the entire process
Yep.
of mixing and processing, and then also understanding what the problems are, what needs fixed, and then understanding also what your tools are and what your tools can do.
Absolutely. You've got, like any mechanic, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have all these tools, and somebody says, I've got a problem with my car. And you pretty much, before seeing it, say, I bet you it's this. Then when it comes in, you look at the specifics, you test it, you analyze and say, okay, this is what I need to do to fix it. Same thing. I'm the king of analogies, by the way, if you haven't noticed by now.
Hey, they're helpful. They're good.
It does. It just helps everyday things. Oh, okay, that's what he means. Because sometimes you get caught in a technical jargon. You get
Right, for sure. Yeah,
For me, it's like saying
beginner.
if, and, the, but, when I say frequency, amplitude, wavelength, a lot of people, that's not a normal language for them.
Right.
So, yeah.
If you got value from this interview, feel free to drop a like and let me know any questions you have in the comments section below. Again, if you want a proven step-by-step system for producing professional quality music from home, then just grab my rapid song finishing checklist in the description below. By the way, I'll be uploading part 2 of this interview very soon, and if it's already up, you'll be able to click on it on the screen right now. Otherwise, if you want more tips and tricks for producing pro quality music from home, I also have a playlist on the screen that you can check out right now. All right, have a great day and keep creating.